First of all, offer my millions of obeisances to lotus feet of Asmati Gurupad Padma Nityala Pravishta Jagat Guru Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Trindi Swami Shishimad Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj, Namnishta Santa Anirudh Das Prabhuji, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, please accept my humble obeisances. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Vajami Radham Aravinda Netram Swarami Radham Madhurasmitasyam. Vadami Radham Karuna Bharadram Tato Mamanyasti Gatirna Kapi. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, Text 1. Suta Vacha Yo Vai Draunastra Viplushto Namaturudare Brita Anugrahat Bhagavata Krishnasya Dhuta Karmana. Suta Vacha. Shri Suta Goswami said, Yaha, one who, Vai, certainly, Drauniastra, by the weapon of the son of Drauna, Viplushtaha, burned by, no, never, Matuhu, of the mother, Udare, in the womb, Mritaha, made his death, Anugrahat, by the mercy, Bhagavataha, of the personality of Godhead, Krishnasya, Krishna, Adbhuta Karmanaha, who act wonderfully. Shisuta Goswami said, due to the mercy of the personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, who acts wonderfully, Maharaj Parikshit, though struck by the weapon of the son of Drona in his mother's womb, would not be burned. Purport. The sages of Naimisharanya became struck with wonder after hearing about the wonderful administration of Maharaj Parikshit, especially in reference to his punishing the personality of Kali and making him completely unable to do any harm within the kingdom. Sutta Goswami was equally anxious to describe Maharaj Parikshit's wonderful birth and death, and this verse is stated by Sutta Goswami to increase the interest of the sages of Naimisharanya. Text 2. Brahma Kopothitat Yastu Takshakat Prana Viplavat Na Sammo Mohorubhayat Bhagavatyarpitashaya. Brahma Kopa, fury of a Brahmana. Uthitat, caused by. Yah, what was. Tu, but. Takshakat, by the snake bird. Prana Viplavat, from dissolution of life. Na, never. Sammu Moha, was overwhelmed. Uru Bhayat, great fear. Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead. Arpita, surrendered. Ashaya, consciousness. Furthermore, Maharaj Parikshit was always consciously surrendered to the personality of Godhead, and therefore he was neither afraid nor overwhelmed by fear due to a snake bird, which was to bite him because of the fury of a Brahman boy. A self-surrendered devotee of the Lord is called Narayana Parayana. Such a person is never afraid of any place or person, not even of death. For him, nothing is as important as the Supreme Lord, and thus he gives equal importance to heaven and hell. He knows well that both heaven and hell are creations of the Lord. And similarly, life and death are different conditions of existence created by the Lord. But in all conditions and in all circumstances, remembrance of Narayana is essential. The Narayana Parayana practices this constantly. Maharaj Parikshit was such a pure devotee. He was wrongfully cursed by an inexperienced son of a Brahmana who was under the influence of Kali, and Maharaj Parikshit took this to be sent by Narayan. He knew that Narayan, Lord Krishna, had saved him when he was burnt in the womb of his mother, and if he were to be killed by a snake bite, it would also take place by the will of the Lord. The devotee never goes against the will of the Lord. Anything sent by God is a blessing for the devotee. Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit was neither afraid or nor bewildered by such things. That is a sign of a pure devotee of the Lord. Text 3. Ustrujya sarvata sangam vigyata jita sanstiti vayasaker jaho shishyo gangayam swakalevaram. Ustrujya, after living aside, sarvataha, all around, sangam, association, vigyata, being understood, ajita, one who is never conquered, the personality of Godhead, Samstita, actual position, Vyasake, unto the son of Vyasa. Jahu gave up Shishya as a disciple, Gangayam on the bank of the Ganges, Swam, his own, Kalevaram, material body. Furthermore, after leaving all associates, the king surrendered himself as a disciple to the son of Vyasa, Shukdev Goswami, and thus he was able to understand the actual position of the personality of Godhead. The word Ajita is significant here. The personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is known as Ajita or unconquerable, and is so in every respect. No one can know him, know his actual position. He is unconquerable by knowledge also. We have heard about his Dhama or place, eternal Golok Vrindavan, but there are many scholars who interpret this abode in different ways. But by the grace of a spiritual master like Shukdev Goswami, unto whom the king gave himself up as a most humble disciple, one is able to understand the actual position of the Lord and his eternal abode and his transcendental paraphernalia in that dham or abode. Knowing the transcendental position of the Lord and the transcendental method by which one can approach that transcendental dham, the king was confident about his ultimate destination. And by knowing this, he could leave aside everything material, even his own body, without any difficulty of attachment. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated, Param Drishtva Nivartate. One can give up all connection with material attachment when one is able to see the Param, the superior quality of things. From Bhagavad Gita, we understand the quality of the Lord's energy that is superior to the material quality of energy. And by the grace of a bona fide spiritual master like Shukdev Goswami, it is quite possible to know everything of the superior energy of the Lord, by which the Lord manifests his eternal name, quality, pastimes, paraphernalia, or variegatedness. Unless one thoroughly understands this superior or eternal energy of the Lord, it is not possible to leave the material energy. However, one may theoretically speculate on the true nature of the absolute truth. By the grace of Lord Krishna, Maharaj Parikshit was able to receive the mercy of such a personality as Shukdev Goswami, and thus he was able to know the actual position of the unconquerable Lord. It is very difficult to find the Lord from the Vedic literatures, but it is very easy to know him by the mercy of a liberated devotee like Shukdev Goswami. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubheva cha परितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.